Soldiers of truth, welcome back. This is Reality Mirror, and here we expose the hidden agenda of the elites. Today we have some profound evidence about Trump's attempted assassination. Just make sure to hit that like button right now, subscribe, and ring me my bells. God bless now. Boy.
He's going down!
This is a big crowd. This is a big.
It's time to wake up. Aftermath, the truth era. USA.
What do you think about Trump getting shot yesterday?
Well, I think it's a lot of Biden's fault, putting a bullseye on him. Biden seems to condone violence. He wanted to take him out behind the woodshed the other year. That bumbling idiot.
Turned towards him, had the barrel of his weapon pointed at the officer.
At that point, the officer's hanging on to the side of the roof?
Yes.
Unable to pull a gun out?
Unable to
Defend himself? Unable to reach his radio?
Any of that, yeah. Strictly defensive movement for him to lower his head, duck, lost his own grip, right? Fell approximately 8 feet to the ground. So both the boosting officer and the officer that fell were both on the radio, indicating that there was an individual on the roof that did in fact have a weapon.
Who did they radio?
So there was a blanket tactical channel being used.
Everyone heard it.
Everyone that was on that tactical channel heard it, yes.
How much time between that radio communication and the gun being fired at the former president?
That I don't have that information.
Hello, Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy? $20? No, too much money.
It's time to wake up. Aftermath, the truth era. USA. It's time to wake up. Expose the lies. It's time to disrupt. Democrats infuse deranged behavior. Violence encouraged. No one.
We're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
Tonight, we're learning that the gunman was on law enforcement's radar for 3 hours, and the Secret Service designated Crooks a threat 10 minutes before Trump took the stage. Crooks first aroused suspicion at around 3 on Saturday when security saw him with a rangefinder passing through the metal detectors. Police say they had an eye on him until he disappeared. Crooks was later spotted for a second time, this time by a sniper looking up at the roof, observing the building that he scaled and shot from. This was radioed into the command center. At one point, a sniper saw Crooks sit down and start scrolling through his phone. And investigators believe he may have actually had 2 phones. More on that later. This is when Crooks looked so suspicious that a local sniper team took this picture of him an hour before he opened fire. All of this information was being sent to the Secret Service command team at the rally.
AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school. He did as much as he could to help the community.
Kill that motherfucker! Hit it like you mean it.
How come the police and Secret Services got onto the roof so hard, yet the criminal even had a very massive ladder with him, and nobody is taking any action? Incompetence in full display. And notice how many cops are in the parking next to the roof, where criminal was camping. Some leftists say Trump's attempted assassination was staged, but I see opposite. Is like all is staged for them criminal to have easy access to take the shot.
Can you see the track? Connections run deep, new world orders, plain suspicious behavior. No one raised a hand, the roof surrounded, police all around, yet the assassin climbed up without a sound. Citizens warned, but the police didn't heed. Repercussions needed, questions must lead. USA, USA, it's time to wake up. The truth era, USA, USA, it's time to wake up, expose the lies, it's time to disrupt.
What you were doing today
This
on the
was
call.
an assassination attempt. You owe the people answers. You owe President Trump answers.
Roger, take a left across the
Donald J. Trump.
Anyone who's saying this was staged has clearly never touched a gun in their entire lives. Look, you go to a gun range, usually you're going to be shooting from 25 yards away. This is what 25 yards looks like. Keep that in mind. Experienced gunmen would get like this spread from 25 yards. At this point, with that area, your brain is just a bullet now. So this is 25 yards. Keep that in mind.
The shooter was shooting from 150, 140 yards.
You're telling me Trump was like, yo, aim for my ear from 400 feet. Aim for my ear. I think even this dude would have fucked that up. Okay, there's no way. Not even to mention the drop, the wind gust, which was 13 miles an hour. So yeah, no way this shit was staged.
The ideas of the DEI, the diversity, equity, inclusion, it does put things at risk when you say we need a percentage of X, right? Because DEI can mean DIE.
Happened last week when they took a shot at my hero. And they tried to kill the next President of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
So tonight, whether you've supported me in the past or not, I hope you will support me in the future, because I will bring back the American dream. That's what we're going to do. You don't even hear about the American dream anymore.
And they were bringing forth a new patriotism upon the nation, and it was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw.
States Donald J. Trump.